Excuse, rude. Hold on. Hey, yo, and welcome, everybody. I don't know why it didn't play the intro, but I needed time to go click us places, so here we are now. Hey, JC, Cool Gamer, Jessica, RP. Chat saying hi to chat. Nikki. So we're back for the year. If you technically I streamed yesterday. CB and I talked about the first book of Dark Hunters. So if y'all want to check that out. Also now linked in all the video descriptions, at least on my channel, is a spreadsheet so you can keep up with which books we have talked about and like which series we're going to continue, especially since well, my next one, I figured out what I want to pick next, and it's not going to be a Dark Hunter book. So, yeah, we have a late Laura.
I was asleep on the couch.
That's all right. But eventually I will make CB read all of Dark Hunter, so then you can keep up if y'all want to start the spread.
Such a long series.
It is. Okay, so my favorite book in Dark Hunter is actually, I believe, book number 16, and I did the math. If my pick was only Dark Hunter, then it would still take us a minimum of 3 years to get to it.
Oh my God.
But my poor teenage child is, in fact, not a romance, did not grow up as a third generation romance reader.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
and I talked, like, one of the things we talked about yesterday was because, like, I've read up to, I think, book 18 or 19 of the Dark Hunters, and then I had children, and I just stopped being able to read a lot for a good number of years. But I was like, I really don't remember Dark Hunters because whenever somebody asks me like how much sex there is in Dark Hunters, I'm like, well, it kind of depends. Some are hornier than others. Some have like one sex scene in the entire book, and then others have like 5 sex scenes. So, but there were like 2 or 3 other people who read Dark Hunters, and they did confirm with my memory that the first 3 Dark Hunter books are in fact some of the horniest ones. So it's like, we're just throwing that board. I say child, she's 22 this month. I'm like, we're just throwing her into the deep end. But I know what my next pick is going to be, and it's not going to be a Dark Hunter. But yeah, I'm probably going to pick exclusively romance books. So she'll slowly become a romance reader. Yes, only 3. Well, that's the thing. It's a minimum of 3 years because, like I said, I'm going. At the very least, my next pick isn't going to be Dark Hunter, and so I got to space them out. And my picks are every other month, so for our February read, or for our February stream, because it's technically our January read, but the stream will be the first weekend of February, and that's the Scum Villains Self-Saving System, Part 2. That's what we will be reading. So, if it was only my pick, and then it would actually only take a year and a half. But yes, I will pull her to the dark side eventually. Yeah. As one of, we'll introduce ourselves in a second after I have this thought. One of my favorite things is, so for years, I know Laura's heard this soapbox at least once. Alyce, you might have. Chat, y'all have heard me, where I'll get on the paranormal romance is not a synonym for toxic romance rants, right? Like, I fucking hate that. When I was like, oh yeah, I read paranormal romance, or yeah, I like shifter romance, and people are like, that kind of toxic alpha male shit. And I'm like, no, it's the guard dog. He would kill for me, but treats me like an empress shit. I don't know what y'all, and it's especially egregious because I hadn't read a lot of paranormal romance since the 2010s. And I was like, maybe it's just all modern day. But no, I've read recent modern paranormal romances with shifters and witches. And it's still as fucking cute and amazing as it used to be. But updated too. So I'm like, y'all need to read more than mainstream shit and judge the genre by it. So I have new vigor. And then also I'm like, maybe the Dark Hunter series was worse than I remembered. But no. I'm validated. I'm vindicated, damn it. So I have much more confidence in, and I already had a lot of confidence in paranormal romance to begin with. So it's great. Fox said all of your soapboxes that have been stood on 100 times. This might only be 10 times. This one might only be. Yeah, it's. Well, okay, on my channel, I don't have to stand on this soapbox a lot because apparently I just, a lot of my chat is on this soapbox with me. But other people's channels, my soapbox, and in chat. So you just haven't seen the soapbox spot. But chat, go ahead, tell us how your weekend was as I get to our banners. And Laura, go ahead, introduce yourself.
It was in reach. I am Laura Nettles. I have been on the couch, laid out with cramps all day. But I am revived and hope to get some stuff going. I have a book out called Tiny Shivers. It is a horror collection. It is 101 drabbles, flashes, and short stories. And yeah.
And it has a myriad of different types of horror. So if cosmic horror is your thing, it's got some in that. If it's not your thing, it's fine. It's got some other stuff too.
It's got psychological, it's got supernatural, it's got holiday food horror.
The Rock.
I remember the gingerbread man.
Yeah.
What?
Have you seen the Krampus movie, Laura?
Not yet, no. I've seen the trailer. And I've seen a breakdown of the movie.
It's PG-13. We watched it with the children.
Mm-hmm.
There's a scene in it where you see a gingerbread man stabbed on the fridge, and someone says something, and I'm like, no. The concern is that they felt the need to stab it on the fridge. I'm like, I've seen enough cookie horror things to know that thing was alive. So,
have you heard of the Ginger Dead Man movies?
I haven't, but now I'm intrigued. But first, Alyce, please introduce thyself.
All right. I'm Alyce Reads. I usually stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, but I've been off of it lately because of the holiday. But yeah, that's me. I'm just a YouTuber.
And I'm Writing Mom Samantha Ellen Acid. On my channel, I talk about writer things, parent things, writer-parent things, and lots of horror and romance and whatnot. I stream every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, generally to do write-ins, but we also have parties and stuff. It's 2025, and this is our first write-in of the year, and I'm actually hoping to get back to doing more Whip Wednesdays, so look forward to that. And I will have a newsletter coming out by the end of this month. So keep a lookout for that. Like, not within the next week or so, because I also work anime conventions roughly 3 to 5 times a year, and I will be going to Ichiban. So if you are in North Carolina and you're going to Ichiban, you know I've got the good sales on your book needs. We have some other things, but like mainly books. Oh, and cards. So many cards. Yes, we all hope you feel much better. When I finally finish this uber fancy shipping container house in The Sims, I'm going to try to finish editing episode 1 of TK. What is TKMK?
To Kill Me Kindly.
Yes. Thank you. Whip Wednesday, yes. No promises yet, but I want to at least try because my new laptop's coming in tomorrow, so I'll be able to stream in the afternoon without waking my hubby up. So I'm actually taking a bit of a break and going to eat dinner soon and do a little reading. Fair enough. What will you two lovely individuals be working on tonight?
Like, actually working? What? So I have a book out with beta readers right now, so I am not working on that, but I have been working on other goals, and I actually need to update my reading journal. So I finished reading Fuonatane, which is Seeds of Anxiety, which is a manga by the same author of PTSD Radio, and it was fun. So horror abounded. And so I had finally found an English translation, unofficial, online. So yeah.
The puppy is fine. Your yelling is more distracting than the puppy.
No.
Sorry, I caught everything except that last bit.
I found an unofficial English translation online, so I could finally read it.
I don't know if they're still called that, but back in the day, we used to call those scanlations because they would scan and then have to like Photoshop white out the word bubbles to put them. I don't know if they're still called that because now they like somehow a lot of the fan translation places they get a hold of the raw files so they can just.
I don't know. It looked legit.
You gotta be connected to some official source or something. It's weird.
Yeah.
I'm just working on revisions for Project Clean.
Nice. I will be getting as much critiquing done before I go to the convention because my plan was to critique these 28 chapters for my CP in December and then spend January beta reading Laura's book. However, December turns out when my husband is home from work, I have zero desire to use his computer. I'm just like, he's home, I'm not touching it. And it's not that I can't, because I could have done it while he was sleeping, or even if I just asked him, hey, can I critique a chapter today? He would have let me. I was just like, no, he's home, I'm not touching his computer. It was weird. But I have a new laptop coming in tomorrow. Super excited about it. So that won't be an issue going forward. Even when he is home, I'll, have my laptop over there so I can chill with him and do stuff. But yes, so I did the math, and in order to complete both of my commitments before January 1st, after I come back from Ichiban, I'll just need to do like 3.5 chapters a day. Which when I'm feeling good isn't really an issue. But we all know how migraines are. So I'm trying to get as much done before then so we can lower that number. It used to be like 3.6 chapters and now it's down to 3.4. So I'm like, yeah. I don't know what that translates to, but it's shrinking. We're going to get it down to 3 maybe. Who knows? No. Yeah, before I'm going back in time, JC, I'm gonna get them done and then email them back in time to me. No, February 1st. My goal is February 1st. Yeah, I probably just misspoke.
No, JC, we mastered time travel. We just didn't tell you.
We mastered it like 3
After
seconds ago.
After not writing for the last few days due to wrist issues, I wrote over 4K today in 2 different stories. That's great. Is your wrist feeling okay after you did that? I went to Animate Con on Saturday and got some cool art prints and dice. Nice. Oh my gosh, I forget which convention it was, but I think it's been 1 or 2 conventions now where there will be our booth and then like kitty corner or right beside us is this amazing dice vendor with these really nice like leather dice bags and everything. And I'm like, I can't spend my paycheck. Like, I can't look over there. Did I say 4? I meant to say 5. Hopefully my critiquing is better than my speaking today.
I don't remember.
I trust JC's ears more than my own memory, especially since I know a symptom of dyslexia is I genuinely think and hear that I said one thing, but somebody else, but like in reality, I would have said something else. You know, like when movies and stuff do like one, like from the one character's POV and they're hearing something completely different and then it's like, wait, what did you say? And then it's like what they really said. That's a thing dyslexics can do. I don't usually have that symptom, but that's not to say I've never done it. My wrists were better when I started today, and now they're telling me to rest so that I'll be able to use them tomorrow. That's fair. Listen to them. They are wise. Got some writing done on Sunday at the bookstore and played Magic the Gathering afterwards with some friends. Nice.
So today, not to change the subject on you, but I'm changing the subject. This is what I did today so far.
Or like, not to change the subject, but I'm stealing.
I printed my running training schedule.
Oh, nice.
For this whole year.
Chart on
yeah, so some of these are actual races.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to find races that correlate with the timing that I would be doing that distance. And so I've already signed up for the 5K, the first 5K. But I'm trying to find a marathon. So,
oh my god.
Yeah, so the ones I'm looking at now, there's one in Illinois, so maybe I'll go to Illinois in September.
That could be fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
JC has journaled every day this year. JC, so far I've finished a book every day this year, so.
Yeah.
You both are doing so much better than me.
I will absolutely not keep up the rate of finishing 1 book per day, but I hope that you continue to journal daily.
What is my journal? I buried it under my training papers.
Ooh, novel prep. As in like a prep book for your novel or like a nonfiction book on how to prep for a novel? You were going to say something?
So far for this month, I have journaled every day.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love her spreads. Like,
You're so pretty. Her and Jess, the Hex
Well,
Library, they make such good spreads.
it's the books that I bought and what I did on the treadmill and some chocolate that I ate. And I got a lipstick. And that's a butter-shaped notepad that I got my mother
Ooh.
for the book Butter. So we were selling butter-shaped notepads and bookmarks to go with the book at work. So I was like,
I love
here you go, Mom. Because she loves butter. We'll lick the butter wrapper.
Mo butter, mo better.
Mm.
Also, like, this year Jess upped her game for some of her like spreads and stuff because she printed out, oh, what was it? There's like a list she printed out as her bookmark for her journal. And I'm like, I'm gonna do that. Like a daily for my daily reading goals.
So I made like a book stack for the books I read in January this one year.
That's cute.
So I just made it out of cardstock. Yeah.
see, I would never have thought that far out of the box. For some reason, like that just blew my mind.
So it was fun.
I have to up my game in so many areas of my life. That is one
They
of
were
them.
selling them on Etsy, and I was like, I'm just gonna make one with a Sharpie and ruler.
I mean, that's there. Inspiration comes from many places.
Yeah, it does.
All right, we should go into our first sprint before I think of something to go on a tangent about, and then we're here for another 20 minutes. Right? JC is like surrounded by so many crafty, artsy people, but it's okay. We can go one step at a time. I have a reading journal that I kept up with for a year, so that's my first
this
step.
was my first ever reading journal, and I filled it up in a year, which was really cool. I actually had to not do a spread for like 2 or 3 books at the end because I ran out of pages. But the one that I started the end of last year and I'm doing for this year's over there somewhere. Oh, nope, it's right here.
Thank you. I will say it is less impressive as I don't have a spread or a journal for them. It's basically just I'll show y'all later. Like I said, we need to do the sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's one of my goals for this year was to start journaling.
Okay, I'll stop being distracted.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi.
Hello. We are here.
Yo ho ho.
Hi. Look. I was told to crash the party. I didn't realize I was crashing a party. I thought I was reinforcements. I blame Laura.
Okay, what happened was oh, hold on, let me go change our shapes. Because Laura was late, I had messaged CB, but CB did not get back to me until the sprint. And Laura came here, and I was like, well, I don't like to uninvite people. So
You could have just been like, no, Laura showed up. But sure, this works.
invited.
This is my grandma fit, my sweater, my puttering sweater.
Nice. He is scratching at his ear and just whining. So,
But also Fox and I got into a discussion on the next book and the colors, and I was like, no, okay, because we had this joke / sort of accidentally stuck to it that the covers for our book talk club all had to be green, because it just happened that CB and I both picked green series with book 1 green covers, which actually, when I thought about it, that is a thing that a lot of book series start with a green book. There's Aragon, there's The Last Dragon Chronicles. I think Tim and Mir.
I thought Aragon was blue.
Aragon's blue.
Oh yeah, because Sarah. Oh,
You.
I'm thinking of it.
Is
You
it
had
Inheritance? Or Brazil?
But anyway,
Percy Jackson's
there's-
kind of bluish or greenish. Mostly blue.
But yeah, then the one I want, it's a purple cover, and he's like, "There's no green on it," and I'm like, "But there's green and purple on CB's pick, so it
The transition.
it transitions."
Yeah. I'm glad that this is a productive conversation you guys are having.
So, what did everybody do during the sprint? We will start with Laura and go counterclockwise.
Wow.
Or hold on. There we go. Now we'll just go clockwise. Laura, go ahead.
I am looking for races during the year. So I'm looking for a 10K race that gives out a medal that's in California on the date that I want. So no such luck so far. There's lots of races on those days, but not many that are 10K, and the couple that I did find, it looks like they don't do medals. I need a medal.
I support you getting a medal. A medal for winning or a medal for participating?
For finishing.
Okay. What is on the TV behind you, Sam?
Is it an anime?
Chris is watching Raw.
Okay.
It looked like an anime earlier.
No,
Alex,
them's
what'd
real
you get?
people. They're
I only got like 200 words, maybe.
Did you say earlier what you're working on and I missed it because I was
Oh.
summoned?
I'm working on my Project Queen, which is a historical romance set in the Queen Dynasty.
Ooh, I'm interested. I almost caught my hair on fire before the stream.
As one does.
Well, I have this Revlon round brush, and my mom had it and she gave it to me, and this is actually my second one to retire to the pits of hell. Because the first one almost caught my hair on fire right before I went and saw the Eras tour. I brought it all the way to Scotland only for it to my mom run into the bathroom and be like, "Get it away from your head! It smells like fire!" And so I went to the Eras tour with wet hair, which it's fine. It's fine. And then this one, the past couple, before I left, because I left it here when I went home for the holidays. Oh my God, it's making a weird noise. And then I went home and used my brother's girlfriend, and she basically was like, "Oh, you can just like keep on hearing, keep on at school." And I was and I was like, "Oh, this is not making the concerning noise." As I was doing my hair, and then came back here, and I'm like, "Oh, that like I did it once the other day, and I was like, oh, this is fine." And then I just went to like fix my bangs because they were like this earlier, because it was a puttering day. And I'm like, no, this smells like it's actively on fire. So I stopped. So I was looking into buying a new one, but I'm also now thinking maybe I should look for a different product that doesn't smell like it's going to catch on fire after like 6 to 10.
That would be my thoughts. I covered this not because I care if you
Is
guys
this me
see it,
problem?
but because no, the ads and stuff were flashing lots of lights, and I didn't want that to be an issue for anybody. So I'll just be in slight darkness. It's fine. I live in a void. Is there anything you would want in a novel prep book? I do not know, because I do not know that I understand what the project is. Could you explain a little? I mean, I have a Google sheet. You know, Jessica, I'm going to be making a Google sheet for all of the series and stuff that I'm reading so that I can keep track easier. So I like to have digital and analog resources.
Mm-hmm.
Roy has showed it off. Laura's Discord icon is Roy now.
It is.
I was just like, what is that? Oh, that's Roy.
Yeah, it is. It's him in the blankets.
Yeah,
He gets groomed on Wednesday. He desperately needs it. He's a little muppish.
How could you have kept him from JC for the entirety of this year until this night, Laura?
Nobody streamed in the group, so
So I get the first 2025 appearance of Roy. Oh, yeah. Hi, Morgan. Everybody noticing there's a JC? What?
It's up here.
The shorts on the number.
My internet's bad. I'm just gonna bow out and call the internet company tomorrow, but I will join via chat once I let my roommate into the house. So
Okay.
I'll be in chat. Leave.
I gotta go put the thing up now. Oh. There were people get. This was an instructed party crash. Most of them are. Nobody really gets on the stream without my clicking them on. My series started with a green book, yes. Green books all the way. 551 words on that sprint. I think my numbers are messed up on my sheet. I'll figure it out. That's fair. Oh, I got like a page and a half critiqued and argued about book covers. I got everything I need for work ready. Also accomplished snack and hot cocoa. Hot cocoa. The sweetest of voices. So far for the Year of Favorites readathon, I have read Truth Witch, which is the first book in the Witchlands series. So good. I absolutely love their magic system and the characters and the bonds and everything. It's just I also read Shape of Water yesterday. That one is also good. I like if you like the movie, you'll probably like the book and stuff, especially since I think Guillermo del Toro had a Guillermo. Is it Guillermo?
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. He had a hand in writing the book. I can't say it 100% correctly. apparently, this is a side tangent because of my husband, but apparently, like, if you're hearing somebody try to correct someone in a language, there's actually, from the time we're 6 up, we lose the ability to hear the difference in specific sounds that we're not accustomed to. So, like, he can hear the difference between how he's saying it and I am, but I cannot, and so I do not know how to correct it. So
I need to fix my shirt.
okay.
Your dog.
Don't feel bad. I can't say it right either.
But
You got me in trouble.
so Shape of Water. I'm trying to remember. He keeps distracting me now.
See, I should work Monday.
See, when I worked on The Shape of Water, it was interesting because we got the screenplay, like the script, and so I didn't know it was a romance until I was halfway through reading it. I was like, wait, what? I thought it was friendship.
I will say, in the movie, I think the end of it was mildly ambiguous about, like, the movie's been out for a while, so I'm gonna just spoil it, about how she can, like, breathe in the water. It's like, is he giving her the power to breathe in the water? No, I know. It's like the thing opens up his gills, but it's a little ambiguous as if she was always able to do that, or if, like, she can because of him. The book actually answers that question because it gives us some scenes from his point of view.
Oh.
So,
do they name him in the book? Because he had a name behind the scenes.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because in the book, they just referred to him as the creature. And when you're in his perspective, he just refers to, like, he doesn't really refer to himself as I most of the time. It's just like me, we, us, and stuff. Because, like, he considers, like, he's part of the everything, and everything is part of him kind of thing. So,
yeah,
so he doesn't, like, give himself a name.
I don't remember a name at all.
Oh, wait. There is something that the scientist calls him. I don't know if that counts as a name.
Yeah, they call him. What was that name? Now I have to look this up.
It sounded something like David, and so in my brain I kept redoing it as David, but that's not what the scientist. Yeah, because the scientist and the main military guy refer to it as, or refer to him as, a specific thing. And I can't remember. Shape of Water novel. What was the behind the scenes?
The asset. They called him the asset.
Okay.
Sorry, I really went to Google and looked it up.
No, like I just listened to it yesterday. The scientist was referring to him as something.
I don't know if I can say what it was because I don't think it's ever been revealed.
Can you type it to me and I can tell you if it was the same thing?
No.
That's fair. That's fair.
NDAs.
Yeah. I thought about that after I said it. Excuse me as I go get the book back. Y'all can keep talking while I. Oh, I also read the first Artemis Fowl book.
Yay!
I knew Artemis Fowl book was about a criminal, did not expect heir to Irish mafia.
Which is fun.
I'm so sorry, my toddler is distracting me right now.
I'm just making a header for my Run Disney thingamajig.
Oh, and the other book I have read and finished. I read Night Pleasures for the my stream, and then also I read The Boy on the Bridge because Spencer's favorite was The Girl with All the Gifts, but I read that one because of Spencer last year, and I really enjoyed it. So I was like, I'm a read the prequel, which is like mostly a prequel, but the epilogue is like a sequel, like it's like a flash forward after The Girl with the Gifts. So like I super recommend both of them if you're into mushroom zombies. Specifically, they're much like the cortisol thing, which was a subgenre of zombie fiction that I knew of, but like has also become more mainstream, I think, thanks to The Last of Us. So
Yeah, I haven't really read any zombie fiction in prose.
So the Brazilians call him Deus Branchiquia.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Very cool.
Baby, how I say this word?
Deus Bronchia.
Oh, it's Portuguese.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, say again.
Davis Bronchia, I think, is how they said it in the audiobook.
Which would be why I thought it was David. But yeah, so they call him Deus Bronchia.
Cool.
Branchia. I can type it in the chat.
I am probably not saying that 100% correct, but that's how it sounded in the audiobook, so that's what I'm going with.
I mean, I listened to the audiobook on ×2, and I'm dyslexic, so for me, every time I heard it, it was like, I thought they were saying, like, Davis something, and I was like, okay, it's weird, but that's what we're going with. But yeah, that's the... Ooh, wait. I typed it out. My library is going to be like, why do you keep taking this book and putting it back? Okay. I know it's in the very beginning of the book now. Give me the audio book back. Thank you.
Tear it out of your hands. Give it back.
Thankfully, there's no hold on it, so.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming on this journey with us. We have a thirst for knowledge.
With a fish man.
Yeah, the only people who refer to him this way I mean, yeah, that's probably like what it translates to as water god, because the locals, he was their water god. But yeah, the only people who referred to him that way were, like, narratively, was the scientist and the was he a colonel? The commander?
I think it was, what's his name? Richard Strickland. I think that's what his name was.
Yes, it was Strickland.
Yeah.
The one who loses his finger and
He goes like AWOL. Like,
let me tell you, he was so much more interesting in the book to me, because like we get all his inner thoughts and stuff.
Dear.
Like
yeah.
he starts perceiving, like from the very beginning of the book, he's like, I am a jungle god come to take down the water god. And I'm like,
am I in the right chapter? Like, hold on a second.
I'm like, sure now. Calm down. No, start the book over. I need to hear how it said. I put us down to ×1. What am I doing? I just go to the table of contents.
By Guillermo del Toro and Daniel Kraus. Read for you by Jenna.
Yeah, it's Guillermo.
Should have find there.
And brief as flower falls. It doesn't matter if the
You
water
read
is
it so
cold
slow.
or warm, if you're going to have to wade through a creek from Brazil. The brief is indeed brief and punctuated with black redactions. It explains, in staccato armed poetry, and haul it to America. Strickland's eager to, and Strickland wants the kids, Timmy and Tammy, the coward, military application only. Better yet, given what he might have to do, the Colombian drives him to town, stick bags, bronchia, foot talc. The countertops across which he pushes
The
pastry.
narrator is so slow.
From the humidity. He studied a phrase book on the plane. Você viu Dave's bronchia? March.
Dave's Bronchia is how the audiobook says it.
Very cool.
So. But yeah, I assume it just translates to water god. Because I know. Oh, I spelt it wrong. It's Deus, and I know that is some sort of god. So, kind of like a Preptober workbook or a novel guide. I don't know. What would y'all want in a book like that?
I'm a pantser, so I really don't
Same.
that much.
I also pants.
The only time I ever write it down, like, is just to write out the plot to make sure I'm doing it right. That's literally it.
I'm a planner, but I'm a very particular planner, and each of my projects I do differently. So I'm like, I don't even know, like, I don't know, I guess like some tearaway index cards pages would be fun. Because you could like write brainstorm ideas and then cut them out and put them back in different orders to try to fill out your outline. I just input the full current numbers for the 2 scenes I've been editing because I rewrote one earlier and I'm about halfway through the 2nd scene. Nice. Oh yeah, we cannot because of NDAs. So we must protect Laura from legal issues. Because the wrestling stuff was doing bright light. I didn't want anybody to get a seizure from the wrestling in the corner or a headache. I'm sorry. I care about people's health. Do you have an issue with this, Riju?
Yes.
I explained to Chris why the blanket is there, and he just goes, like, silly pupper.
So I have made the banner thingamajig for my running plan. So that's printing now. Woohoo! So put it on my wall.
How are y'all handling the year of favorite readathon? Because all 3 of us are in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for me, what are you pointing at?
I need my big man.
I went for, like, last year there were only 8 of us, and everyone had at least one favorite for every month, or enough favorites in the bonuses I could just pick one for the months they didn't have a favorite for, and that's what I did. But this year there's more of us, and like there's more holes, so I decided that I would, for everybody who has one in a category, I picked one for them. So it's like January, including myself. So like January I have 5 picks, but February I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that I plan to read.
Nice.
And then like I marked out the ones I read last year.
No.
So what are y'all doing? Are you doing like one a month? Are you like waiting to see what everybody else is reading so that you can read along with them?
I picked which book sounded interesting from each category. That's it.
There.
I kind of did the same thing. I tried to recommend at least 3 to 2 books per category, and then I tried to get 2 to 3 books at least per category for like a month. So, and that's just adding on to my regular TBR that I normally read.
Yes, I consider like the Year of Faves is my initial TBR, and then after, like, it's technically the Nostalgia Train is my priority read, but I don't like to read that until the week leading up to the stream. So then it's Year of Favorites and Nostalgia Train, and then I just whatever extra time I have that month, if any, I read what I want.
I'm very much a mood reader.
Yeah.
You got dirty again.
You knew she was gonna. It's raining. We have a Vi.
Hello.
She's like, Mother stopped petting me for a second.
Yeah, I have a child that is currently playing.
She has taken to, whenever we let her outside, she goes and rolls around in this specific spot of dirt. And so now she requires at minimum a rinse off whenever she comes in the house. If it's wet at all. If it's just like, if it's like hot and outside, then we can really just dust her off like you would a rug. You just have to dust off.
Yeah.
And she's one of those dogs where she's like nice and thick, kind of like a horse. So she's all like, yeah, I'm getting attention and pats, and you're really just trying to beat the dust off her. But right now we have ice rains, so cannot dust her. When I plan, which I'm getting better at, I need character profiles, setting descriptions, chapter by chapter, outline, and plot points, important notes. So Jessica had some good ideas.
My pantser brain just got like a mini panic attack hearing her say all that. Because if I have that much stuff, I'm just not gonna write it. Because I'm like, it's written enough. I don't even need to write the story at this point. Like, that's how bad it is.
I did used to do plot embryos.
I'm sorry, plot what?
Embryo.
Okay, I heard you correctly. What is that?
I think I have one in this tube. Let me get it.
You have a plot embryo in a tube. I've been reading a lot of sci-fi lately, so I'm definitely not getting the concept.
Like, we're looking at it a little bit different.
Yeah, it's like this. I know she took her headset off, but Laura, I just need you to know I've been reading a lot of sci-fi this month, so when you were like, I have a plot embryo in a tube, I was definitely unable to connect your meaning with anything remotely what I'm sure it is going to be.
Yeah. Eyeballs. That's what I got.
So here's my smaller one. This was for my first book for my YA sci-fi.
Okay, so, I see why it's called what it's called.
If you want to make me bigger, you'll be able to read it a little better. So
I can't read it, but I can see what it is. So just tell me what the different sections are, please.
So this is the hero's journey.
Uh-huh.
So this is like introducing the character, what their need is. They go on the adventure. They're on the search. They find what they need. They take what they need, and they return to their home, and they have a change.
So you start with the shell of your embryo.
Yeah. Well, you can start anywhere.
Oh.
But yeah. So this is the hero's journey. So this is the known world. This is the unknown world. So this is where they grow up and everything, and where they return to at the end. And then this is the adventure world where they go to. And then
so
this
the
half
outer layer is the story, like not format, or is it formula? This is the story formula, and then the inner one.
So the innermost one is their misbelief and what they learn instead.
Wait, so we've got plot, setting, and or internal characterization.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, starting with you and all the way halfway through, this is their misbelief. And then they have to have their change of heart. And this is now what they believe instead.
Okay, so
half, all the way around.
All right. I understand how our embryo is created now.
And this is my big one. Yeah.
The circles are so neat and sectioned in that one. That reminds me of like the worksheets we'd fill out at school for breaking down a short story we just read.
I would write brainstorming questions on the back. So, yeah. So that was book 1, and I think this is the whole series. Yeah, this is all 5 books.
Nice. Jessica says, I used to be like that, where the most I had was a brief outline that looked more like a blur and a very brief character profiles. But with Scrivener, I started to lay things out more because it's all split up, so it's not as intimidating. It really varies depending on the story, especially since for a while, in order to keep my writing from going entirely rusty. I mean, I still got a lot rustier than I wanted to, but in order to keep my writing from deteriorating entirely, I joined New York City Midnight Writing Contest, their flash fiction and their short stories. They do also do scripts as well. And, you know, we would have a limited amount of time to get the story done and stuff. So for the short stories and all of that, I would basically just be like, okay, here are the things that, like the main points that I want, the plot beats I basically want to hit on, right? Like for Until Pizza, I was like, I wanted her to arrive at the hotel, to check in, and then I was like, then it was like, arrives at the hotel, goes to room, pizza smell haunts her, gets in room, more pizza haunting her. Fiance shows up, proposes.
Fiance is pizza.
Fiance made of pizza. Exactly. So I was like, fiance shows up, cute scene, and then something happens. Or pizza was ghost all along. It was like essentially, I don't even think I had that much out, to be honest. But that's kind of like the thing I go on.
People side.
And then like for Save Her Soul, I did a lot more outlining, and then I would go through things that like, and I would outline it out a bit, but it was still very bare and stuff. And then then when I started writing it, I got to one of the chapters and I was like, oh yeah, this part, like, oh, this is so much better, because like I had left a part of the outline blank and then I just kind of drew it, and I was like, oh man, but if I keep this, which I want to keep this other chapter, because I don't need this other chapter to exist at all, but I need them to go to this setting so that the other things can. So then I added in a new chapter and I repurposed the other chapter, and then everything else like fell into place. So I am definitely an outliner and a planner, but I always try to emphasize and tell people it's like your first plans don't have to be your last plans. Like, don't get pulled into the issue of She Who Will Not Be Named, where you write your epilogue before your first book is done, and then your series grows and evolves beyond what your epilogue was. But you keep your epilogue.
But writing in the table did help.
Yeah, because things like that,
For
it's supposed
revision.
to help you organize your ideas. It's supposed to help you organize your thoughts. It's not supposed to be like, it's not the stone tablet of if you don't follow this, you will be smited.
Yeah.
Your story will be raised from the face of this earth.
So this, though, was for revision. So I'd already pantsed the book. And this is just, where is honestly, each character in the chapters? And what time of day is the chapters?
I have heard a lot of pantsers, and I kind of agree with this when I pants something. It's like, essentially your zero draft is just your way of outlining. It's like...
That's me. I zero draft all of my books.
Yeah.
And then I go in revision and, move shit around.
I've seen some people zero drafts compared to some, like, very dense outlines, and I'm like, this is the same. It's that meme, I see no difference. It's the same thing, we're just calling it differently. But, like, I also think for some people calling it a zero draft as a point to, like, this is my outline takes away some of the pressure of an outline. Because, like, the way a lot of people talk about outlines, it's like, you will be smoted. And I'm like, it's not that deep. It's not that serious.
My brain process is like, if I sit here and make an outline, to me, it's like, oh, I wrote the book already, so I'm not going to write it.
But that's not how it is, though.
I know it's not, but in my head it is.
Okay, I see.
I think dinner is ready soon. Roy is like, something. Come on, we gotta go eat dinner.
What are we going to get? Do we need to go and do a sprint?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm having y'all repeat a little bit more. It's not your fault. There's the wrestling isn't loud, but my brain processes that noise, and the computer is a little quiet, so I don't entirely process what I'm hearing on either end.
What I also do,
there it is,
are
scoot up
family trees.
That's what I'm doing.
What happened to the headphones, Becca?
They're in the closet.
So
I would have kind of set the headphones up to your computer, but then you bought me my laptop. I don't want them to connect to your computer.
Huh?
What was it called? Like
a family tree. Yeah. So I know who's alive, who's dead, who's part of which secret society.
Oh.
And stuff like that, when your book gets really popular and stuff, you can start your own wiki and you already got the base for it.
Ta-da! Yeah, this one, also, they're one of the ruling families of this oligarchy system on this solar system, so I had to figure out who's left, who's next in line, because politics shenanigans are going down, and the other politicians are trying to prune this tree out of this branch off of the ruling tree. So they're getting fewer and fewer cousins and stuff.
You can't be pruning the trees that bleed. There's an argument for not trimming any trees at all, but I cannot make that argument. So. But we will go into our next sprint because we need to.
Yeah, and now dinner is ready.
All right.
See ya in a bit.
3, 2, 1, cue. No, give us one moment. I just wanted to finish writing. Okay. How did everybody do that sprint? I got almost 2 pages done. So, nope. So, and I have 1.5 pages done, which means I should be able to do it next sprint, which is awesome.
Hello.
I got nothing done. So.
I ate dinner, and I printed out my header for the challenge.
Is that dopey is in the Disney dwarf or dopey is in the adjective?
No, so it's the Dopey Race challenge.
Ah, okay.
So there's this thing in Disney World Marathon Weekend every January where they have a 5K on like a Thursday, and the next day is the 10K, and then the half marathon, and then the full marathon. And if you're crazy, you do all 4, and that's the Dopey Challenge. But if you want to be even crazier, you go to Disneyland the next week and you do the Dumbo Double Dare, which is the 10K and the half marathon. And then you also get the Coast to Coast medal. So, yeah. It's like, if I'm going to pay for this, I'm going all in. I'm going to get every medal I can for this 2 weeks. So, yeah.
I believe in you. Sorry, I was
So,
something
hence,
on my library. I look forward to seeing your accomplishments. And
this many training weeks.
How many is that?
52.
Okay. So it's like.
So this year is training year, and you're gonna do that next year?
Next January. So I want to do the Halloween half marathon in Disneyland this year as one of my training runs. And then next January do Dopey and Dumbo for the Coast to Coast. And I'm doing the Cook Run for the 5K in February. And then I'm probably going to do the Fox Valley Marathon in Illinois in August? Question mark?
Sweet.
Whatever it was.
Some month. It's on the paperwork. Yeah, the New York City Midnight has challenges throughout the year, and we do have scripts and something else. Because there's 2 for novelists and 2 for screenwriters. So I was actually going to see if you wanted to enter any with me. You do have to pay an entry fee, but it's still good practice on getting feedback. I will. The New York City Midnight has a special place in my heart for several reasons. One of which is I actually wrote Till Pizza for my very first New York City Midnight Flash Fiction Challenge. So that one's up on there. But there was this one where I forgot what the genre I was supposed to be writing, but I think it was some sort of mystery thing. And I wrote about essentially a mentor who she's in like her mid to late 40s, and she's got this young 20 guy as her apprentice, and their relationship is very much supposed to be like mentor apprentice, right? Like older sister, little brother, maybe mom, son, just like familial. And one of their critiques was that you could feel the chemistry on the page, and they would have liked the romance to have been delved in a little deeper during the course of the story. And I'm like, this was not a romance. I didn't write a romance. It wasn't supposed to be a romance. it messed with my mind for so I like went to all my critique partners. I'm like, you didn't feel any chemistry between them, did you? And they were like, no. And I'm like, it's just one of those things that it's like someone out there will ship it. Be prepared. It doesn't matter what you write or how you write it. Someone's gonna ship it. Oh, CB inhaled her dinner. Yeah, the hiccups will come. Let's see. Oh yeah, how did you do on your edits, Jessica? We have one more not stream. We have one more sprint after this. Yeah, I'm keeping you here forever, Laura. Give me that look.
Roy will be like, I need to poop.
That's fine.
Take me outside.
He knows. I've started sprints for him to go to the bathroom before. CB said I should do a little at-home work. That's called. Wait. Okay, at-home work. Are we talking about housework? Are we talking about what's it called?
I got exercise from that because it sounds like home workout, you know?
At-home workout. Oh, you're right. There's a third word. Alice is probably correct. I should finish the sentence because it's all that's left on my task list. So. Hey, Eva. No, we got one more. The streams average 3 hours, 1 sprint per hour. I say average because sometimes we get into some real good discussions and we're like, forget that last sprint. There'll probably be another one. Yes. I dorked around on my phone and watched YouTube videos. So not the at-home workout you were going to do. Got 8 pages edited in the second to last section of my whip. Nice. 591 words rewritten, and we're getting closer. Close.
Do you know what I found out about yesterday? There are exercise routines that are tailored to specific Disney movies. So, like, you put the movie on, and whenever this thing happens, you have to do this exercise. And when this kind of thing happens, you have to do this exercise. So you're exercising while you're watching a Disney movie.
That is fascinating.
Yeah.
I've heard of this.
A year of training, yes. Illinois, you say?
Yes. Fox Valley Marathon. So it would be September 28th, I think.
Oh no, I lost the third comment. I'll find you. Don't worry, you're highlighted. There you are. I'm watching Dr. Now's new show during the rest of this stream. I'm going to work on crocheting my cousin's fingerless gloves and work on my prep book. Nice. Entry fees are normal for competitions. Okay. A lot of people are surprised by them. I figured you wouldn't be, but I have an 17.75K race in March, a half marathon in May, and a marathon at the end of October this year too. All you people in your running, I can't go up and down the stairs without getting breath.
It's St. Charles, Illinois, Eva.
Nice. I'm going to start going to the gym again on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. So I'm looking so forward to that because I don't know if y'all remember how much full of energy and happier and stuff I was in 2023 when I was going to the gym every week, but I was. It was great, and I want it again. I've edited for the New York City Midnight Challenge for Natalie a few times. Ooh, nice. See if I'll see if Natalie wants to like do little group. New York City Midnight isn't a cheap / normal entry fee, but it is a contest with a lot of eyes on it, so I assume it's on the up and up. Yeah, it is on. New York City Midnight Challenge is one of the more reputable challenges, and like some of their like top prizes and stuff, like are actually like either publishing deals or there'll be like connections within the industry from when I participated in them. I haven't looked into it recently, but I will be looking into it again this year. I was finishing up dinner on that sprint and did some reading. Nice. Hey you. There was a hello to RP. I'm gonna share some depressing news. Okay, but I don't want to shift the vibe. I just need to release some of it. Some of this. Today is my mom's 80th birthday. I was meant to visit yesterday, but winter storms. She's in the ICU. Well, I hope that she recovers from the ICU and you get to spend her 81st birthday with her. We're here for you, whatever you need. Workout, exercise. Alice is right. Okay. Oh, empathies for Eva. Yeah, did you get to call or talk to her, or did she go in? I hope your mom's okay. She didn't answer today. I got a text from an estranged sibling just a bit ago updating me. Got you. I hope she gets better soon, Eva. I only had 5 minutes left when I contemplate. Oh, that makes sense. That's fun. That's a cute idea, Laura. Hey, Kelly. Is it Chicago or Illinois? Okay. You answered that?
Mm-hmm.
I think Eva was just asking, like, which part of Illinois. RP and Laura, run for me too. My body aches just thinking of it. Just carry Eva and Sam stickers on your sleeves. Maybe I'll do a run thing. Woohoo, gym for Sam. I highly encourage anybody who wants to like do running and stuff because walking, like when the what are they called? When the trainer, our like gym membership comes with, you can like talk to a trainer once a month. And so on the first meeting, she came up with like an exercise regimen with me and stuff based on like my needs and everything. And she said that like, if the only thing you can do is get up and just walk for like 15, 20 minutes, she's like, that does so much good for the body in general and like activates so many things. So like, walking and running, it's really good for you.
I'm also doing the Lord of the Rings walking challenge this year. So.
Yes, the walk to Mordor.
Yes, so I'm currently in the Shire. I've done 34.11 miles so far.
What is please remind me which app the walk to Mordor is on.
Conqueror.
You will have to pay for it.
Yes. So I started out in the Shire, around Hobbiton, went to Bag End. But yeah.
St. Charles is outside of Chicago. Ooh, any regular exercise really just makes you feel so much better. It does. Our bodies were meant to, even if they don't want to, our bodies were meant to move and do things. Walking burns the same calories as running, just not as fast. For me, it's about building stamina, not as opposed to like losing anything. Because, like I told my trainer, I'm like, I'm good with my weight and overall body shape. I've got a food baby, but you know what? I earned it. So I'm like, I just want to be able to walk up and down my stairs without getting winded. That's my goal. If I can do that, I'm happy.
But that's goals for me too, Sam. You're not alone.
Oh yeah, no, right now, like I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna start walking again, and then the icy storms came, and I'm like, that can wait. We're good. I'm walking in the ice, which I'm a little sad about, honestly, because like in 2022 and 2023, I had been working out at the gym and walking and stuff every day. And if it was cold or something, I could still go walk around the block. It was fine. But now I'm like, no, it's not going to be worth it. I got to get back up to there.
Well, how much is it?
Well, you look at it. Cardio is a different beast. Talk to your doctor. Some people shouldn't do cardio. Yes.
Be the danger, but also
and
stay
honestly,
inside.
My walking at the gym just includes walking on a treadmill for 20 minutes. I put my phone in the little thing in front of it, turn my bean on, listen to an audiobook while I walk. I need to walk on my walking pad more. I should do that tonight. You should.
Yes.
You plus walking pad. It's destiny. Cardio is rough on some people, yeah. Something most people don't think about. Weightlifting is better for losing weight than cardio is. Also, if any boobied individuals out there, one thing that can help your back and stuff is actually working out your chest muscles right here. Like doing these reps and stuff, it builds your pecs up, and then your pecs and shoulder muscles support more of your weight easier, and it takes the load off your back.
Name is $50.
That's the only reason I haven't done it yet. I can't justify it.
Damn,
I don't leave the bed.
I've done like 20, 50.
I'll buy it for you when I come back from Ichiban. My treat. One of my roommates goes on walks a lot, so when she gets back from break, we're gonna go together. It's awesome. What is a walking pad per se? Is it?
I think it's a treadmill without the bars or anything. You just goes under your desk.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have one. It just doesn't have that bar that comes up.
So my husband is a really, really big Lord of the Rings fan. So when he just heard Laura and I talking about her walk to Mordor, he was instantly intrigued, especially since he does a lot of walking at his work. So he might reach Mordor in a week, who knows? But then I told him he had to pay for it, and he's like, I would have paid $20, $50.
You get a really nice medal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you
for
get a
each
medal.
one.
You want the medal? The Mordor medal? It's okay. I'll pay for it for him. I'm going away to make money. I can treat him to a medal. I'm going to Ichiban in North Carolina. I forget which city because I just know where I'm flying in at, and then I will be picked up.
Concord.
Thank you.
That's
I will be in Concord, North Carolina for the weekend. If you go to Ichiban, then you can stop by the booth and see me. For me, it is a lot of walking. I am morbidly fat, and like you said, Sam, it's about getting up and moving. Thanks to just walking, I lost 170 pounds, and will add weightlifting. Nice! He can pay 20, you can pay 20. Eva will chip in the last 10. It's okay, Eva. I make nice money at the convention. I'll just treat him. I'll do the full 50. Well, stop on by. I dropped 75 pounds once just walking and counting calories. But I think the thing that helped the most when... I do not know if they would want me to say who it is, but somebody I know very close to me, they wanted to lose a lot of weight, and they basically just cut out soda and started like exercising a little bit more. Not even like a lot more, just a little more, and they lost a lot of weight. I dropped 75 pounds just from walking and counting calories. Then I got pregnant. Causation versus correlation. Look, Eva, I never had a food baby until after my third baby. Like my first 2 pregnancies, my body bounced back like a, just whoop. And then my third one, and my body was like, we gave you a chance.
Gave you 2 chances.
We're done. And I was like, that's rude of you, because I was done now. But whatever. Which, my baby sister was so sweet. So the shape of my stomach used to bother me, not for its size, but just because it looked the exact same shape it had been when I was pregnant. So it would mess with my mind, because I would be like, oh my God, am I pregnant again? And I would not enjoy that. But now, like, I don't know, it's been so long, and I've been medicated for my PMDD for a while, so now I'm just like stepping out like the Grinch and being like, "This is my food, baby. Now here it is." So, but my sister, because she knew that I used to be bothered by it, she's like, "Hey, the reason that stomachs get shaped that way," she's like, "if there's a muscle right down there that gets stretched," and she's like, "there's workouts and stuff if you want that can try to fix it." She's like, "or you can talk to your doctor about surgery." And I'm like, "I'll try some exercises, but I do not care enough to let them cut me open." Like, that is outside of Sam's give a fucks. Giving up soda for me was giving up caffeine for medical reasons that weren't accurate, but giving up soda feels rebellious to society for me, so I support it. I love this. I love how that is. What is the con about? Like, is it yeah, Ichiban Con is an anime convention, although anime fantasy and sci-fi conventions kind of like are in Venn diagrams now of who goes to them. So you see a lot of Star Wars people at anime conventions and Lord of the Rings people. Different vendors and stuff. I recommend Googling Ichiban Con, and it'll show you all of the stuff that's going on this year. They'll have like voice actors and they have panels on things. And also they've got some nice D&D vendors at a lot of the conventions I go to. I don't know if I could ever completely give up soda. I'm already at my limit with how much I drink, but totally giving up. I could very easily give up soda. I just don't care for or about soda that much, but I will drink it if it is there. You could. You don't got it though. Yeah. Fight the power in other ways. That's all that I require. Not that anyone has my demands, but I have them. Even demands we rebel in some way. What if we rebel against your demanding that we rebel? What if in order to rebel against you, we conform to society? I drink decaf sweet tea. I need to give up the sweet part. One will pry sweet tea out of my cold, dead Tennessean hands.
Tennessean hands. I love it.
I could give up any other drink. Okay, technically, if I had to, I could, but I will stubbornly exaggerate my defiance. I fiend for Mountain Dew too much to completely give up soda. That's like one of the worst sodas, too, RP.
I swear it is.
I grew up in Texas. To be fair, Southwestern culture and Southeastern culture are not the same, but they do seem united in their love of sweet tea and cornbread. So it's a lot of sugar sometimes when I have a big tea day. All of those 75 are back, yes. I get you. Ugh, we need to do one more sprint.
What?
I was just outside of Dallas. It seems very similar to Tennessee for me. Yeah, Dallas and Tennessee, I will say. I have family in Texas in certain parts, and yeah, there are pockets that it's kind of funny to me when you look at the US as like a whole, because it's like different regions will have a like almost uniform culture, but then there's that one pocket that feels like it was implanted from a completely different state. Or just like Louisiana is its own thing. Like it can be compared to nothing else. Young tea. I know. Lots of churches, lots of friends, lots of friends. I would say that depends on where you are in Tennessee, because yeah. Everyone is so nice there, but like not really.
Has anybody seen my yellow Crayola super tip? It ran away on me.
Under your thigh.
I think it's. I will be on a mission.
Under the bed.
Marker. Aha! There it is.
You sat on it.
No, it was on the other end of the whatchamacallit desk. My desk comes physically wrong today.
Yep, it's always the farthest way away from you and that most unusual spot.
Eva said told you. She knew exactly where it was. Why didn't you listen to her, Laura?
Oh.
Laura's like, I'm ignoring Eva now. All right, we're going to go into our last sprint. If I can click the right thingy.
You think you can make me sprint?
I mean, you have a whole worksheet thing, your little charts and stuff you're working on running and sprinting. I think I can make you sprint. Don't vampire at me. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh, we're back. Everybody let me know or let us know how you did while I send a sassy message. Laura, Alice, are you two back?
Yeah, but I just have a toddler that I think is about to cry. But who are we sending a sassy message to?
Oh, well, my CP sent, all right, last year I made this chart where I've been keeping track of how many words each of my drafts are. And so my CP is doing something similar. And I, so I like looked at their total word count. And for draft 3, it only has the word count for the first 3 chapters, right? Whereas the other 2 have the word count for all 28 chapters. So I screenshot the totals and I sent it to them. And I'm like, damn, I know I made you trim some words, but like over 80,000. So I was just being a butt. And also letting them know I have finished. Nope, chapter 4, not chapter 5. So that's right, sassy message sending. It's very important. Hi, Lisa.
Yes.
We are about to end the stream. So why aren't super chat stickers here? Because I don't have super chat. You have to have a certain amount of watch hours to have super chat, and I don't have that many watch hours.
Yeah, I think it's like 3,000.
Yeah. I was like getting there, and then I had to stop streaming as much and stuff. So I have the subs, I just don't have the hours. Watch more of my stuff, Eva. I'm not the one who gives me the watch hours. You are.
Right.
Just have
So
me.
Laura said that she was walking Roy, so that's probably where she's at.
Gotcha. Oh, there it is. Just put my playlist on the back burner while you do everything. You just forget I'm there. It's fine. You can mute me. 207 words for that sprint and started heating up some soup for dinner. Awesome. As one could ascertain, I finished. Ascertain, that's not the word I wanted. Assume? Either way.
Yeah, I feel like assume belongs there.
I did my goal for today.
That's good. I definitely have not. Like, I'm gonna have to work overnight to do it. I don't know what it is. Probably just all the distractions. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Even if you have your notifications on, sometimes YouTube still doesn't tell you. They're rude that way. And then I get notifications for people I've never even heard of, and I'm like, why? Go away. Is anybody else streaming after this? Please let us know so everybody has somewhere to go.
I'm gonna be streaming at 12:30 in the morning, but that's just me. Probably most of you will be asleep, so.
I will probably be awake, but I will be hanging out with Chris. So you're very welcome, JC, and thank you for everybody who's came to join our first stream of the year. I got a thing when I went into my YouTube studio to do something a couple days ago that was like, congratulations for 5 years on YouTube. And I was like, oh God, it's been 5 years. Oh. So.
Eastern, Lisa.
Yeah. I was told that I was going to dinner or something, and then I didn't think you were still alive. That's fair. What time zone? You're in Eastern, right?
Yeah, Eastern.
2020 was 5 years ago and 7 lifetimes ago. I will be awake. Is it on Alyce Reads as usual?
Yes, it'll be on Alyce Reads and my Twitch. So dual streaming. And I'll probably be going until like 5 in the morning because that's what I usually do when I stream to sleep. I have a lot of words to read.
2020 was 5 years ago. It's half a decade ago. Oh yeah. Okay, bye again. Awesome, awesome. We're glad. Thanks for the stream. You're very welcome. I am going to wait until at least Laura gets back. Oh, good. I need someone
so
to work with me
excited.
tonight.
Me too, Lisa. If you want to hop in there and get some work done, don't mind at all. But I'm so excited, Sam. I just got a notification that Exit Strategy by Martha Wells is available. It's the 4th book in the Murder Bot series.
Oh.
I've been waiting for like 12 weeks.
Yes, yesterday was my first stream of the year. This is my first write-in of the year. I misspoke. I did, before you got here, I did let everybody know that we streamed yesterday and that was the first stream of the year and they should go check it out. I got a few words done, but mostly made soup. That was the focus. Nice. We have been friends since CB was 17. And I have adopted her as my internet child. And now that she is in her early 20s, I am corrupting her with romance novels. So,
I mean, that sounds like a perfect friendship to me.
exactly. There's a no there. I'm not sure why I have been DM'd no, but the answer is yes. Probably something about the passage of time. Holy shit, I've been out of the military for like 5.5 years. It's wild. Awesome. Oh, yes, almost 22. That will be next week. Which CB and Tina will be my guests next week. We might do something special for CB's birthday. I don't know yet. I haven't thought that far ahead.
Well, CB, happy early birthday.
I am not allowed to adopt people as my little sisters because I grew up with 2 little sisters who are Aries and quite territorial. So I can only adopt people as my children because my little sisters don't like, or at least they didn't used to, and it's just sort of habit now. They might not care anymore. Was the passage of time. I got it.
Laura is back.
Hello. The boy has pooped, and there was much rejoicing.
Good. Birthday stream! I might let you decide what we do, if we do write-ins or just chat. We have to let Fox know, though, so we know what kind of thumbnail we need.
CB, you are quite young. I will say that. Because I am 29 and be 30 this year.
No, the 13th is her birthday. Yep. The wild Laura has appeared. Steeg's birthday is the 17th, if I remember right. Have it merch. Yep, Steeg's birthday is the 17th. So Steeg and CB share a birthday week. Sacrificing a night of partying to hang with y'all, as a good child do.
You could just invite Ling Hua.
Don't be name dropping. But now that Laura has returned, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream early so that I can spend some time with Chris before I abandoned him for almost a week. He is a Scorpio, so I am never forgiven for doing this, but
I see.
yeah, we've got plenty of years. Do you want to do outros, or do we just want to?
It don't matter to me. Whatever Laura wants to do.
I'm running low on mental energy, so we're just gonna say goodbye and goodnight. Remember, in like roughly an hour-ish, Alice is going to be running some late night streams, so go subscribe to her if you haven't already. And we will see you lovely people I will see y'all next Monday. You guys might see them this week. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Bye.
Bye.